Welcome to the Bridge to Eedo. I'm Taz.
And I'm Amina.
And we're here to bridge the gap to Eedo.
And the Gen Zs. Do you feel like there's a big gap though?
Millennials to we are the Eedos. We're going to the Eedos.
Yeah.
So the reason we came up with the name is because now we are Eedos ourselves.
I'm still not an Eedo, by the way. You know how some people, Taz, right? Some people are okay with being called Eedo. Babe, with me? Girl, I get in my feelings. I'm like, me, Eedo. Bring your Eedo right now. You've seen me. I'm like, bring your Eedo. Let's see who's flying, me or you.
But you know, being Eedo, it doesn't have to be young or old. You could be so young, like a 2-year-old can be an Eedo.
Yeah, but I feel like when people use it, right? We have to keep it fair. When Somali guys especially use it, you know they're not saying it in a nice way. They're saying that you're old and you're retired or you're tired. And you're like, excuse me? Do you...
But we're heading there. We're heading. We're bridging the gap because we are the bridge.
Absolutely.
So we understand the Gen Zs and we understand the Millennials.
Mm-hmm.
So we're bringing stories. Would like to bring stories.
Absolutely.
Politics.
Oh, politics. You know, politics, you can get a bit messy.
Have conversations that matter, current affairs.
Absolutely. I love
that. Bridge the gap.
Tea. Can have a bit of tea as well, right?
We can have a tea. Have to get the studio. So I'm going to tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, you know me anyway. But for those that don't know me, I'm Amina. I'm 30 years old, young, can we just say. I'm a mother of 3. I work in the field of education. I won't go any further than that. Yes. So I would say, are we first generation, would you say, Taz, or second?
Yeah, first generation.
Are we first generation? So I'm first generation in the UK. I've practically lived here my whole life, to be fair. I've probably gone back maybe all in all over like a period of my life. I think maybe 4 times. So
it's a good thing that we understand both. The English side, the Somali side.
Absolutely.
And not everyone has that.
Absolutely.
You know, so now there's a lot of people who speak pure English. Social media may be the culture's feeling of social media culture, but the language, the Somali language, there's a lot of people who don't speak. So I think we might be, unless your family raised you to speak Somali, we might be the only generation that knows
how to speak Somali,
both Somali and English.
But the crazy,
even though you don't like Somali songs.
I like Somali, but you know what it is? I've already explained it to you, babe. When I'm singing in English, I'll be like, ooh, hitting all the notes. As soon as you tell me to sing Somali, I'm absolutely tone deaf. I just don't know what it is. I think it's just the way that it rolls off the tongue. Maybe, like, even in Somali, I genuinely do understand it, right?
Yeah, I know
when the words, like, don't get come for me, guys. My Somali is 10-10. So waan fahmaya markay heesayaan, but I mean, like, I think the way in which they use it or the way they bring it together, I get lost.
يعني heesaha ka wadaa?
Heesaha there, of course.
Yeah, but
heesaha... Do you know how sometimes I rang Taz and I'm like, Taz, I really love this song. Can you please explain what it's about?
So I think a lot of people don't understand the words of the heesaha because it's textbook Somali.
We're the land of poets,
so
as they say.
Yeah. So what I do normally, I just put my own words in there, and then I get busted whenever I'm singing by somebody who knows better. But yeah, I'm Taz. I'm a jack of all trades.
We need a little bit more about you, Taz. Yes. Give us your 411 kaga.
411 kaga. doing I'm a very private person. But
I know you are. I can see it in your face.
Seriously,
you're like,
yeah. I'm jack of all trades.
Mashallah.
I've done radio before. I'm also actress. So I've done few films. Hopefully.
Do you want to mention that, or you want to, slowly صبح
بحبيبي. slowly صبح بحبيبي.
All right, we won't put you on the spot, babe. Yeah. We won't put you on the spot.
So yeah, acting's always been my passion, something that I really enjoy.
And you're really good at it as well, babe.
And I'm a Somali music enthusiast. So إلهي قمدوبي وحليري. But heesu haram ma hena.
Of course they are.
No, only the music is.
But I mean, like, are you listening to the songs without the lahan in the back?
Yeah, no. So the lahan is the rhythm.
Is the lahan the music part, or is that the?
No, it's the rhythm. It's the music
Okay.
that's haram, I think.
Of course, it's the music that's
But
haram. The beat.
you can
Yeah.
sing. So I love singing.
And you sing. I wonder if you'd give. Okay, maybe not now. Maybe not now. But honestly, guys, Taz wahan kuriri. Sometimes she would randomly call me and she'll be asking me something, or she doesn't realize that she's picked up the phone, and she'll just be singing in the back, and I'm just vibing to your hairstyle, that babe. Inshallah, guys, we'll get there. We'll get there. Give her some time.
Overall,
She'll give you a taste.
we're here to bring positive vibes.
Absolutely.
Connect with audiences.
But do
and
you
bring
find that the
something-
millennials, babe, like generally, I think because, as you said, that we do like have our foot in both, you know, the Gen Zs, and we understand like the world of today, but also like do you sometimes find that we don't fit in with the older ones, you know, like the Halimas? By the way, I know that you people think that Halimas and Farah is a 2025 thing, but we started this word, right? There's a distinction between a Farah, Halima, and the people that grew up here, right? I find, babe, that I don't fit in with like the people that are slightly older than us.
Okay.
And then at the same time, the younger lot also, I don't really feel like I fit in with them. Like just the lingo, I guess. They've got too much energy for me, babe. Like, I promise you, I like a cup of tea, my slippers, and a robe. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes feel that millennials are in a lane of their own? Because I do feel like
we
that,
are,
babe.
we are.
Yeah.
We are. I think we're across the board of everyone, even the Gen X.
Absolutely.
We actually understand the ones that you're calling the older ones. We get them. We might, but I think
okay.
no,
I don't really get them,
no,
babe. I'll be honest.
you
I
might
don't.
not get them, but I'm saying that we understand them. I feel like we are the middle that just understand all generations.
Everybody, absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. And I think, wallahi,
But
it's
maybe
a
you don't
flex.
connect with them, or for whatever reason.
I don't
know.
connect with them. I don't, and I think obviously my sisters are like a lot younger than me, and sometimes they're talking like amongst themselves, babe. I sit there in awe. I don't know what they said. I don't know how so I completely get lost in the sauce. You know what I mean?
You know, I know how to Gen Alpha.
Gen Alpha, is that the ones after?
كون هذا ريال يقوليها كبحلة.
Oh,
كون والله do you know how
babe,
tough it
kwasi
is?
socially awkward بعض الشيء kwasi.
Subhanallah.
Those ones are scared of even being outside, babe.
Baby, do
They
you
don't know
how-
what it feels like to
Wallahi,
play
my
outside.
kids, I have to bribe them to get them out because it's the gadget.
صح, it is.
You know,
But babe, أنا
and
قاعد بسأل
control.
نقطة إمك. If you give me a
Yes.
choice between Amina صباح, yeah, Amina a nice cup of tea, stay in my bed and watch my TikTok, babe, I'm choosing staying home and watching my phone.
But
So I get it, babe. I get it.
I think after COVID, something happened to everyone.
Absolutely. Do you think it's after COVID though?
It is after COVID.
I think it was in the pipeline anyway. I think it was coming. I think even before that, kids were high. I think just the way that social media, babe, and I think the internet itself is set up, is designed to be addictive. It just is what it is. And it's sad because you know what, Taz? There's a whole bunch of people that don't know how to socialize in real life.
Yeah.
They struggle.
So the internet is being good for the people that were socially awkward. Anyways, it gave them a voice,
a platform. Absolutely. Yeah.
So that's why you probably, if you're an extrovert person, you're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah.
With this, the current climate
Absolutely.
that we're on. But it's also pro for those people who are socially awkward.
صح.
The
The amount of social awkward people I meet, Taz, in the day, and you know me, baby, I think you're politically correct. I'll be like, why are you awkward? What's wrong with you? Why are you?
You can't
what's
say
wrong
that.
with-
You can't say
I
that. You can't
lie.
say that.
Babe, my face shows it. I can't even lie. I'll
can't
be like,
say that. The reason you can't say that, the reason you can't say that because that's how they are.
They're all on one
Because you're an introvert. A person could be an introvert.
I don't understand it. Because, babe, you see me, I can go into a room and talk to myself. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So you go to these
But
people
they
and they're
probably
like,
looking at you.
hello, hi. And I'm
I
like,
mean,
I'm who you need. Can you speak a bit? You know, I struggle, babe. I'm sorry.
I'm not. But they probably looking at you and thinking, what
She's
a
crazy.
hyperactive,
Absolutely. I hear you.
extrovert person.
People have said it before. Do you remember our friend that always used to say, Amina, I love being around you, but I can only take you in small dosages because your energy like drains my battery. So I get it, babe. Can you imagine somebody who is is an introvert, right? An introvert who is somewhat
Because they get
socially
drained.
awkward. They'll get drained by me, babe.
No, they get drained.
Yeah.
Like their social battery goes.
Their social battery goes.
However, I thought I was really an extrovert. I am.
I think you're.
But I also have
both.
my introvert. Yes.
Yeah, I think you're both.
Yeah. I'm a
I
very
absolutely
extrovert. I'm a
think
very
you're both.
socially, good skills, social skills.
Mm-hmm.
I can jam with everyone. However,
Mm-hmm.
I also like going back to my little hole
Absolutely.
You
I
know,
think for me,
to
I'd love.
recharge.
But you're Taz. Okay. Disclaimer. I like to tell people that I'm an introvert, but that is a bold-faced lie. I don't have an inch of me that is an introvert, babe. I'm an extrovert in the. Some people are not morning people. I wake up in the morning. I'm like,
not.
woo, let's go.
Baby, you woke
I'm the
me
same
up.
all the time, babe.
You called me. You're like, "Miya Ruda." I'm like, "Maxaa kaa galay?" You're like, how could you
Because,
sleep all
babe,
this
my
time?
energy, like, you know what? The only time I feel like maybe my energy shift, babe, is, just the normal times. Like, I'm
Yeah.
going through something, or I'm sad, or, do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
facing something.
yeah.
Outside of that, babe, my energy is 10-10 all the time.
Mashallah,
Mashallah,
tabarakallah.
tabarakallah. And I didn't realize that was a flex. I used to look at myself and be like,
It's a
is
flex.
it normal that I'm constantly
After
like
COVID, it's a flex.
this? It's a flex. But no, for sure, wallahi. But I feel like, I hope, I'm praying that
Yeah.
they're gonna grow out of it, babe. Because if
With the
we're
kids.
headed, because if we're
They're
headed to a
not.
world where everyone's socially awkward, babe, and because as Bil Adhan, right, even Islamically, I think we thrive as our best authentic self when we're around people.
Yes.
So imagine if everybody's locked up, babe,
That's
and
why
nobody
jails.
knows how to interact.
That's why jails are for isolation. Like,
Absolutely.
the worst punishment you could do to someone is going to jail and by
Absolutely.
yourself. So imagine being isolated. Anigu waan ka qaadaa, waxaan idhahdaa, "Psh, diga, baxa, banaanka u baxa."
Babe, I think mashallah, I do try to push my kids to be a balance of the two. Wallahi.
You have to.
I probably take them out more so than I give them free reign on social media. Well, they don't have social media anyway, but
Yeah, that
like
I'm
watching
saying.
TVs or
Whatever-
iPads.
yeah.
Like I cap that, babe. If you don't cap that and you don't curb it, right? And I get it, us parents will be like, you know what? Getting half an hour to yourself is needed. I'm gonna give you the iPad, do what you need to do, right? But then at the same time, babe, you need to remember those half an hours, like, they add up, right? And I've seen children, like, I've been to certain friends' houses
Yeah.
who their kids are just on the iPad. I'm like, hi, Haba. And the kid is like, hello, Haba, how are you? I'm like, wow, okay. He's definitely buzzing from
No, because
the computers.
But they don't know otherwise. Like, they don't know better.
Absolutely.
And the parents like you said, we're also online.
I feel like
So-
online is not a safe place for
No,
children.
it's
I
not,
feel
it's
like if
not,
you're an
it's
adult,
not.
then you can, babe. I got entire leg bank already. Taz, you see me. How many times are you like, why are you beefing with user 354? Like, he's a nobody, babe. Do you know what I mean? So, like, I struggle navigating social media or the whole.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Let alone like children.
It's a scary place.
It's very scary.
Well, because
indeed,
you don't know, anybody can be anything they want to. Social media.
I think it's a place to have an alter ego.
Yeah.
Do you know the crazy thing is,
persona.
if I could do it again, Taz, yeah, and I could come back on social media
Yeah.
without coming as myself, because I didn't know it was an option that you could come in as somebody else, I would come in as, like, I don't know, maybe an introvert.
Who would you come?
I'll try that.
Introvert.
I'll try an
But
introvert.
you can't be introvert.
I would, babe.
on social media.
No, but I mean, like, I'd just be like, oh,
Would you
just even lowering my voice.
Would you do
babe.
those voice?
No, I'd like even lower my voice, and I'd be like, "Oh, is it okay for me to speak?" You know what I mean? Like, what's it? Dot
But
my
the
I's
people
and
who
cross
are
my
like
T's.
that on real life,
But
I like you
But
on
babe,
social
I would
media.
do that. I just want to see. Like, I've never been in a position where I've just been around people and I've been something other than me. And I feel like if I could go back, that's what I would do, babe. I
You could
want
always
to
make
see
an-
how the world would accept me.
But you could always
as
make an
being an
account.
introvert.
You can always make an account and become that person.
Oh, please. My voice is so distinctive, babe.
No, but you can go to areas that you don't normally go. Test
But
it
babe,
out.
no, but listen, my voice is one of these people, babe. You know how many people I've
Yeah,
pranked?
me too.
Do you know how many times I've pranked people and they're like, as soon as I go, shut up, Amina, I'm
Yeah,
like,
man,
damn
yeah.
it.
I'm
Here
the
they
same.
go.
Do you know the amount of times I got caught back in the days?
Oh, I think, babe,
me
if I
that.
had your voice, babe, yeah, okay, I won't say what
Hassan,
I'm going to do.
like
No,
that.
nothing, forget it.
No.
Forget it.
So I think, you know what it is? When you
Uh-huh.
speak Somali,
So-
fluent Somali, and I've obviously got a husky voice.
I love
and
it, though, babe,
and
I love it.
no,
You have a
I get a
beautiful
lot of
voice,
my
mashallah.
friends always say when they see me, like before they see me,
Sah.
they're like, oh, and then they show that respect. And I always give everybody respect,
You do. You're
whether
very
you're
respectful.
anonymous, whatever, online. However, because they see somebody who speaks Somali, somebody who can, carries themselves certain way,
Sah.
and the voice is just they make an assumption, and then
Yes.
as soon as they see me,
and
they're
I've seen them do that. I've seen people make assumptions about you online and then maybe like come across your
And I'm
account or
like-
see you in real life. And I'm like, well, can you pick up your jaw off the floor? Like, and say mashallah too.
and no, and then I'm like,
Damn.
but that's your perception though. I have nothing to do with it.
Absolutely.
Do you get it? So, you know, perception is reality for some people.
Absolutely.
It's your reality, but it wasn't real.
It wasn't real. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I'm like that too, babe. There's been people. Okay, I'm going to be honest and say that any time that I've heard someone's voice and I've made a judgment and how I think they look, I'd say 90% of the time I'm right. It's only been a
Really?
few times that I've been thrown off and I'm like, oh, I was so far from. But generally, if I hear your voice, I'm like, you're probably
See,
5 foot.
I
you
can
know
never,
what
like, okay, we all create this, you know, we create our own perceptions.
Yeah.
However, I always say, nah, that's how I think you look, because the mind puts
Absolutely.
an image together, but I know I can never hold it on that person. So when I see them, I'm not surprised. I'm like, oh.
But you know me, babe. Sometimes
I do,
my face gives it away. So I'll be sitting there like, and then you're like, not this good thing. I'm like, oh, hello. Because, babe, I wear my expressions. I'm very, like, because
the
of
same.
expressions, because of the expressions, like, even girls, this is an advice for the sisters on a side note, random, off task. Don't make too many expressions, babe. Like, keep your face still. Otherwise, you're going to get wrinkles like me. So don't be out here making all these faces.
Hadera
babe.
Samanisa.
Well, I'm doing it, Alabaye. Ignore them. But, babe, I'm what's the word? Is it an expressional?
Expression of a person.
Yeah, that's just how I feel
Express
like
yourself.
Yeah, that's how I express myself. My face will tell you 1,000 words sometimes. You don't even need to ask me how I'm feeling, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway,
good
moving
thing.
on from that, Taz, have you heard any tea recently about TikTok? Because, babe, I am addicted. I haven't watched TV for years. Taz,
Does anybody watch TV?
I haven't watched
No one.
I don't
watches
even know.
Do people watch TV? Does anyone watch
My
TV?
kids watch TV. I know that much.
Yeah, YouTube probably.
And they probably watch YouTube, yes.
Yeah, so nobody watches live
So-
TV.
And Netflix potentially when they're watching
Yes.
cartoons. But babe, I haven't watched TV forever and a day. Like, I am highly addicted to the episodes of the drama on TikTok, babe. Our people are the funniest people in the world.
Now Somali people, dadkan ilaahay hadaayo, they're the funniest dark humor. Like we can make
Dark
any
humor.
situation out of anything.
Dark humor. Dark
Ah.
humor. But there's
So the latest was
which
there
one?
was a sister.
Which one?
There was a sister. I think there's lots of sisters always coming there. You know?
Okay, let's stop
So
there.
let
What
me
do you
ask you
think of
something.
that? Yeah,
Wait,
see? Our
yes.
brains work the
Yes,
same.
yes. So-
Go on.
Do you think social media became the Somali core?
Absolutely. We are the judge, the juries, and the verdictors, babe. I've sat there, listened to 5 minutes, and be like, you're guilty. Yeah, you're guilty.
Yes.
For sure.
And so how does that affect like the cultural? Because anaga haddaan Soomaali nahay, dhaqanaan leenahay,
Sah.
odayaalaa naga dambeeyey, like you know, islaamaa naga dambeeyey, odayaalaa naga dambeeyey, odayaal inaa dhaha ma jecli. But you know, odayaal dhaqmeedaa jireen, like there's a system in place. How does that take away from everyone, like from that system, and now social media is that system?
I prefer this way. Okay. It has
For
its
women.
pros and cons. I think berigi hore markay like odayadu isu iman jireen sit under a tree, right? I feel like garta would always be fair to some degree. They're never biased. Do you think? Unless I'm wrong. I don't know, guys. Come in the chat, you can tell me. Or come in the comments and you guys can say. But I feel like they were fair, babe. Because at this point, they just want to be fair. They want to be just. Labada odayal iyo maragta labada qabil, I guess that wax isku haysta, that it was fair for both. Whereas now, some girls would be like, you're guilty because I don't like the way you look. I've told people you're guilty because I don't like the way he was talking. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? So
I was watching
they're
one
not
time.
basing
I was
that on
watching one time.
superficial stuff.
There was a case that came, and I was watching the guy. And this is me, and the guy just looked weird. There was something I didn't like about him. I'm like, he has guilty eyes, so I think he's guilty.
I do that all the time, babe. Wallahi.
So,
Or even
yeah.
just the way you walked into the room was a bit sneaky. Nah, you're definitely, whatever you're saying after this is going to be wrong. Do you know what I mean?
There was a case.
I think it worked better before. Or would you not agree, Taz?
I don't know, because you know what it is with like if we look at TikTok hadeerto,
Sah.
waxaa dhacaya case baa la keenayaa. Caseki marka la keeno, we're all like, wow, you know, everyone's like, yeah. then that case is gonna breed 100 different cases.
صح.
been buu sheegayey halkanuu ka dhacay. We found out awoowihiis hal lax buu lahaa. You know,
صح.
ayadii baa tuuga ahayd. So there's a case after case, and then
Because baby,
that
there's people
person-
always in the look waiting to give
no, but
more.
the person who was crying and that we all were grieving with now has 20 faces.
صح.
And we're like,
Absolutely.
you don't even know the opinion that you had. It's like the dollar, you know, the currency. You know how
Yeah.
it goes low.
It goes up and down, yeah,
So
for sure.
today you are up here. Tomorrow, that case has just got too many other faces. The currency is just low.
Absolutely, but babe, I know I feel like sometimes it's toxic because you know me, babe. I get emotionally invested into things, right? And I could go from like being in one room where I'm like catching a vibe with my friends to hearing like some really, really sad stories. You know what I mean? And I won't go too far into it, but you've seen, you know, whether it be about raping or whether it be about, you know, someone being mistreated and stuff of that nature, babe. And then I feel like I walk away carrying the heaviness of that burden. So sometimes social media will like you have to
Secondhand trauma.
Yeah, secondhand trauma. And I'm telling you, babe, I go qorta ku sitaan ka dhaqaaqa meesha.
Babe,
Do you know what I mean?
before I even I went on social media, I have no Farah trauma. I really don't. Like, no Farah has ever given me a trauma.
صح.
And then I'm seeing me going, Farah, look at Pasto. I'm beefing, and I'm like, only because somebody's beefing somebody else. And I'm now in a beef that has nothing to do with me. And I'm chasing a guy who didn't do nothing. Like, my friends would be sitting right next to me, and I'm like, Farah, look at Pasto. Maxaad samaysan? Idinka weeyaan.
Baby, it's the buzzwords. I was like that. I came in social media like in
You're gonna inherit. Yes. I remember.
In the Somali,
I
you know?
remember.
And I remember seeing all these women around me, babe. Do you remember that? There was one little app that I went to, and this was, I think, around 20... COVID times. So this was the first, like, I'm literally dipping my foot into social media. And then all these women were like, completely against the men, babe. And I'm out here like, why are you all hating? And you know the label I got. Pick me, Shabab Aligu Yuri. I was like, first of all, I don't know what that is. But what I am saying is, like in a mother.
I thought you were.
I know you were. You told me. That you were like, babe, you were giving pick. I wasn't, babe. You know what it is? I wasn't traumatized yet.
Yeah.
They hadn't trauma dumped on me.
Yeah.
After 6 months,
You
babe,
were
you know? So I absolutely get it. But I think after you've been here for a certain amount of time, babe, you do. It's just a case of, you know, if you can't beat them, join them, babe. And I guess the way that sometimes some people, and I'm not going to say everybody, but the way that some people choose to show up online, you do feel a type of way, and I'm not going to lie, you know. But I think
especially the climate with, you know, there's a lot of femcells and incels and all these labels.
By the way, I don't know the difference between any of those things.
Yeah,
to me, they're all trolls, right?
Do you know what it was? It's, it's the Americans. Americans thought us so much, you know that. Especially on COVID times, the word incel. I never even knew what the word incel was. And then I'm femcel, and then I'm like, oh my God. And then all these labels, and then you're a liberal, and us UK. Well, anyway, me, I had no idea. I've never heard it from any, like, the people around me.
So what does the liberal mean? Meaning what? You don't have
no, but it's the labels they use. There's too many labels out there.
But is the liberal concept, is that, because I hear people using that quite often.
The liberal langap.
Okay, the liberal. Well, I also got a liberal langap. When they say liberal, they mean like you don't have much dakan or much deen combined.
Yeah. I think you're too westernized, basically, you know, or maybe politically liberal. I don't know. Americans are different to us.
So I think potentially we'd both be liberal then.
No.
What do you mean? What?
I'm not liberal langap.
Okay, langap kay nagareb. But I mean, in the world we're living in today, I think we'd be considered liberal, no? Or would we say... Okay.
So there's a political liberal, like, you know, and there's a person who's a liberal. It depends on ideology that you believe. So I can't say because not because I'm denying it. Maybe I do have some concepts of it. However, I also have the Somali way, and, you know, blended in our own ways. But maybe if we went back home, maybe they'll look at us as liberal. But it depends the ideology that you believe.
I think what I would ask you, Taz, right? You have to be honest. Do you find that the way that it used to be, maybe I guess it's changing now, whether it be sisters, you know, like really gaining a voice. Maybe the fact that we're, you know, privileged enough in Europe, chogna, right?
Yes.
That we're able to push back on a lot of things that maybe
Yes.
like, or rights that maybe women didn't have before, or voices that, you know, weren't being heard from women. Do you think that to some degree women have taken that and run with it, whereby now, like, you can't even tell us anything. Like, we do what we want, it is what it is.
Which women are you talking about, Marka? Which demographic?
Them millennials, maybe, if that's what you mean.
No, but I'm saying...
Or married women.
No. But where? Are they in the West or back home?
In the West.
The
women in the West. They will, at the end of the day, I'm going to stop,
so let
because
me
you're
tell
going to call me a pick-me-sha,
No,
and I'm not having nobody call me a pick-me-sha.
no.
So I can
Look,
forget
you can
the question I
express
asked.
yourself. You could express yourself, because we're here to have conversations and honest conversations.
Absolutely.
So, you know, me and you, we're always the opposite.
We don't align on a lot of things.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's a good thing.
Okay, let me put my stance forward,
Okay.
and then you can tell me if you agree.
Oh, yeah.
I think if you're married to somebody, let's say, or, you know, the men in your family who they're marakta ka masula, I think if they're good leaders, right, and they're responsible people, and they make a couple of mistakes, maybe they're a little bit harsh, because sometimes men can be harsh and us women struggle to understand why, right? I think in lagaddambe, you're irrespective of what you think.
So you shouldn't have any...
You shouldn't have an opinion. You should shut up and put up.
Yeah.
Especially if he's your husband, more so.
taas waa adiga walaal. Anigu cid wax
Okay,
igu
wait,
wada
hadaba scrap the question. Hadaba.
may eeg anigu qof weyn baan ahay reerkoodii laga soo doonay
Sah.
ninka iska daba galum qalam
No,
shush qalam
but
daba
babe.
soco
Okay, but if
qalam haya aamusnaya fadhiiso haye waa
no, but listen, but sometimes, babe, that's very attractive. you
Yeah.
know? It's very
See,
attractive.
you're toxic
Babe, I know what you're chatting sometimes in a scared hada.
Hello,
No,
shush, us.
okay, but I'll tell you where the thrill is. Knowing that I could eat him alive if I wanted to, but I choose to be like, okay, babe.
They may,
I love that, babe.
of course every woman there's something that you know she likes
Sah.
that ignites her Naya sharab sharab ta kala hata na sharab
Okay, sharab is a bit much.
No
And maybe
even sharab
sometimes
to
in a
kala ta
cute way,
feel
sharab no
even
one
the
knows
sharab this time sharab marka lagu yiraahdo you're like oh
But you probably hate it, right?
no I know waxaan nabcahay disrespect
Sah.
and leadership obviously every
But you
woman
already know I'm
wants
toxic, babe, but yeah.
yeah but every woman wants a leader
Sah.
and I mean when I
A
say
healthy leader
a
as
healthy
well.
leader of course because they waa ninkii weyn waa aniga hadda maanta hadda banaanka ka baxo buildingkan intaan ka baxo nin rarbaaxa igu soo dhiftay you think I'm gonna I want nin yaag taagan oo bab ka siiya ninka abila oh yes but
Yes.
obviously
I just
so
saw
you
something.
need yes you need a strong leader obviously somebody who's intellectual as well but like not the ones the toxic masculinity when you yeah aniga xaafada u sareeya not the words you know being a leader is the aura you know having the
It's
aura
how you carry yourself,
yeah it's the aura you don't even
absolutely.
need to say it you know kun waxaan online ka kala leh I'm a leader no.
But babe, those ones, I think they've never been in a position of authority before. They probably even haven't been a manager in any of the jobs that they've been in.
You never
So
know.
imagine Kyo powerless here overnight. Maaniga guriga hona
But that's the
misulka.
thing it
He
shouldn't
starts abusing
you
it,
know,
of course.
even you know now Dean
Mm.
it says you know the men who are the kindest to the women you know the women that they're in charge of you know are the best of the you know of men so and I obviously bini aadan aan leeyahay labada dhinacba you know rag iyo dumarba ciladaa la kala leeyahay jikara I'm not saying dumarku waa wada wanaagsan yihiin no not all skin
But do you find that social media sometimes, as women, especially with the rise of Dumarland and all of these things, do you believe that to some degree, babe, we are pushing that women can't do no wrong, and we will support each other regardless wrong, right, or anything
that's
else?
a lie
We're going
Because
to
there was
stand
a
by each other
case-
because we share the same gender.
there's no
I
such
don't like
thing.
that.
You know way jirtaa there's a whole these movements way jiraan however that being said women rip each other apart
They do, but I think when it comes
Listen.
to combat, we're ready to support each other blindly.
not really
I do.
because-
I'm gonna say I
No,
do.
because you know why?
There's been times
Wait,
I've
wait,
supported
fiicnaan lahayd-
sisters
no.
till 3 a.m. a.m. and Gailina, you're like,
Maya,
she's
and ha Maya feel it and it's a nice thing and it's a good thing if women were united way fiicnaan lahayd ba yeah they're not the reality is The recent
think
case.
more so
The
than
recent
whatever.
case that was on TikTok, that was the girl.
Which one?
Inanti Timida, she was complaining about her husband.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah,
got
yes, yes.
dragged.
Do you want to give a little bit of background on that?
No, because I'm not going into it.
Why? Go on. I think we should because this
No.
is a hot topic.
No,
right?
babes, I don't.
I
look at
think we
that.
should because there's also a lot of lessons that can be learned here, right? Because the whole point, babe, I feel like I want this to be as honest as possible and talk about things that really affect us today. And is it Qud Basir is called? Is that the name?
She
Is that
wasn't
the
Qud
typical
Basir, she
name?
wasn't Qud
But I
Basir.
mean, whatever aligns with
So
that.
you want to go into Qud Basir. Now you're going to ruin a lot of people's low-key marriages.
By the way, it's haram. If you didn't already know, Qud Basir is not
I
allowed.
don't know.
Yeah?
Anu ma garanayo.
It's not allowed. What do you mean?
No, it's not. It's not. It's
You're
not
not
a way
allowed
to
do
go.
it. Okay, and I get her situation wasn't this, right?
No, it wasn't.
But I think at that point, the reason why, as sisters, especially me anyway, I speak for myself, the reason why I followed her blindly, right, and I supported her was because I felt like, babe, men didn't even give her a chance to speak. She spoke 2 words and they already attacked her. They were at her throat. So I was like, yep, it's one of those times. She's right, ugly.
Yeah, but it's also
Men
the whole
force
thing
us
of
to do that.
it's the whole thing of the offense and the defense. You know, Farah will always be on the defense side, and you know, and Dumarku they you know to say Farah look basta وحسبي. Do you know one thing I've learned online? If you don't want to mess with Farah Nation.
No, they will tear you down.
Farah Nation, because just the same with Dumarland, the Farah Nation. Farah Nation have. Do you remember that one girl that came on social media on TikTok that said, "Leave the boys alone," and within one day, she became she was a million
She was a
followers. She had
millionaire,
a million
yeah.
followers.
And they bought
They
her
gave
a
her a
house.
house, and they gave her thingy. What you call it? And telephone free for a whole year.
So she can come online and
For a whole year.
for them.
Yeah, because she was like, so their support for each other is unbreakable. Annaga we are wishy-washy. Dumarkeena we are wishy-washy. As soon as you talk
Babe,
about something,
I would
the
do
first
that
one.
if I knew I could hold face, babe. After 3 hours, I'd be like, yeah. Do you know what I mean? The tables would turn, babe. There's no way I could just sing the praises of men for that amount of time. I just couldn't. Not that they're not worthy of it. I'm Umma Kalman because y'all do, right? There's some men, Somali men, mashallah, tabarakallah, living their best lives and doing great things. But I mean, to collectively do that, yeah.
It's not real though.
Well, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't.
I don't think anybody can be 100% of something.
She was 100%. Have you heard her speaking, babe?
Yeah, but you know you have
If
to.
you
There has to be
listen
something.
carefully, she
But I've
believes
seen.
what she's saying.
They're like, "Hanolaate iyaguna."
She believes
And I
what
was
she's
like,
saying,
inama
babe.
sho heerde wax kale uma idin baahanayn. Waxa kaliya u baahnayd in lidan amaanay ahayd. Anaa idin amaanay.
Oh, babe, no, you feel sorry for ragga sometimes that they feel like any person amana in it could bodan. Like maybe they need it because you know what? I think women don't know that men also thrive on compliments and yara amano. We think it's only women.
Wala anu ma dhalin dee.
Okay, babe. Again, Allah bye. We'll lay you bill pick us Okay, rewind. Erase waxaan idhi. Babe, you know what it is? I think maybe I have pick-me tendencies. Like, I'm very traditional in that way. I feel like inaguba hadaynu jeclay layna amano. Ama in layna maaragtaa.
But like in dhaqanku wuxuu koranaya waa maxay nin la amaanayo.
Why do men need that? We think a man doesn't need to know he's good looking. Ama babe, you're doing great things. I love the way that you're a father. I love the way that you take care of our family. I love the way
that's fine.
All of these things. We're chatting in there.
No, but that's fine. Ninkaga dad koranaysid.
I don't think we do.
Like some random guy, war abdo ha wanaagsan baad. Maxay galan aniga?
If I met someone, like if I went out on a night out, Taz, and a group of guys came to sit with us, I would, if he was dressed nice, even if I wasn't like interested in any way, right? And I don't know him, I would go out of my way to be like, oh wow, well I love your little ensemble that you put together.
Wala ku dawageli lahaa numberkaaga.
That's my problem. I would do that, babe.
No, it's good to give people compliments.
Nice sometimes.
Yeah, you know, it's good to give people compliments.
I don't know how comfortable girls are doing that now, or women are in doing it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't go up to a nin and go, Ria, wala qurux baad tahay. You dress
okay,
nice.
Okay, but badinin, babe. I didn't say quruxdooda. Quruxdooda kama hadleen.
Dhar wanaagsan baa wadataa.
I'm talking about dharka yaraada su keentay dee walaalo.
Sidana waxay su keentay. It's easy for them.
Babe, you probably
don't have to do
3 hours
nothing.
to choose that little outfit.
They don't have to do nothing. They go to the barbers iyago. Shaar cad, surweel cad, surweel madow. Trainers. Annaguna maanta oo dhan, oh my god.
Yeah, babe, it easily can take me an hour and a half. That's crazy, babe. You know, when we were younger, I don't remember spending this much time in getting ready. Do you remember
I
that?
think it's the
والله فرتها. See this far. فرتها صار makeup تكون مرتين. That was it. That was all we needed.
you know there was no brushes.
Yeah?
All this.
There was no
Another
pressure.
brush. This other.
All these things didn't
I still
exist.
I still don't know which one is which. I don't know the brushes. Do you know them? The makeup brushes?
You know what, babe? I've been watching a couple of YouTube segments, right? I think, my beating game is beating.
No, but I'm
babe.
saying, do you know? I use whichever.
But I don't know why they
words.
use beating.
No.
Why is it beating though?
I don't know this
Why
beating.
are we beating the face? Why are we not fixing?
Babe, I
feel like the can say, babe.
Listen, when you say beating in English, so it makes sense.
Oh, actually, yeah.
Now which is
But I still use kapta da'as, so it's literally beating.
It's
But I feel
beating.
like, I don't know, the younger generation use words that don't make sense to me, babe. ما تدري بيتها ها.
Yeah.
لا اسلدع ما تدري اسلدع. But no, for sure, babe. Wallahi, but it takes me an hour, I'd say.
Yeah.
And on maybe in a day when I'm not going anywhere, then just a bit of concealer, 5 minutes.
See me.
Because I'm comfortable to go out with no makeup, babe. I don't think a lot
And
of
that's
people
rare
are.
nowadays.
That's very rare.
Yeah. And every time I wear makeup, I think I was wearing makeup like today.
But babe,
I
you
thought I
were
was
very
wearing.
minimal. You look very
Wait,
beautiful,
and then
mashallah.
everyone says, "Where's your makeup?" And I'm like,
You're like right here.
"Well, my friends always say to me, why don't you put makeup?" And I'm like,
Excuse me?
"Man, told them about for the mesha. I'm listening.
No, but babe, you do that effortless marakta, very minimal but very impactful.
Thank you.
I know what I go into every makeup time that I'm trying to do, and I'm like, right, I'm gonna do very minimal. Okay, I got 50 layers of makeup, Maria. I'm like, damn it, I don't know how to do normal makeup anymore. I think,
and I don't know how to do the
full beat.
lot.
Yeah,
the full,
you don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The full beat,
I'm
the
only doing
dance,
full beats,
I don't know.
Look, full beat momentous to me. As soon
nice.
when you were like, I'm gonna do a little bit of makeup, I was like, okay, I'm gonna match Taz and you're on marakta concealer. No, already, babe. I was knees deep in makeup. I couldn't turn back, Taz.
No, I can't. I like seeing my face,
Sah.
and I think Alhamdulillah we grew up.
But not a lot of people do that, Taz. You know that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people. I know sisters who wear makeup to go to the corner shop still.
Wow.
Oh, I'm going to the shop, babe. Okay, so why are you wearing makeup?
See, I like those
I'm
people.
going to the shop.
No, but I like those people as well. They don't want anybody catching them slipping. And if you go to my corner shop, he'll tell you, "Oh, when I get dressed up and I go to the corner shop, he goes, today you look very nice." Like,
Because he's seen everything.
Yeah,
He's seen
like,
everything.
he's seen me there. So the day he gets surprised, the day I have makeup on, I'm dressed up, he's like, "Oh, is it you?"
Is it?
Like,
I think, baby, if a
yes.
guy wanted to marry a girl and he wanted to know how she looked,
The corner
go
shop.
to the corner shop.
Yeah.
Go to her local corner shop
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just be like, listen, report. You know, and say, what does she look like? And he'll tell you.
Yeah.
On the bad day, my brother, very bad.
He'll show you the CCTV. This is her working every day.
Looking homeless.
أنا قام كي مستعمل
I've done that.
dragging.
babe.
Winter.
I've
winter
done
time.
that, and I still continue
I
to
do it
that.
all the time.
I go in. What do you think about? Okay, if you would go to the shop looking like that, would you do school drop-offs in your pajamas?
No,
Because I draw the line there.
no, because عروتي.
Yeah, I draw the line there.
عروتي.
Would you go in a party though?
No,
Oh, okay, I would go in a
no,
party.
no, no.
But party is not pajamas.
One time
then,
I
is it?
went. I remember when my oldest daughter was growing up. She was in primary school. One time, I went with a jacket that I normally wear. It's those hoodie jackets, and then she goes, "Why are you wearing that jacket?" So she felt embarrassed. There was nothing wrong with the jacket. It was an expensive jacket, but I think she didn't like it. So after that, because عيالك هذا الوالد بلي قرية, وقت يقول وجهه. So
Absolutely.
so I'm not trying. I actually try to make effort when I'm going to pick up the kids.
But
Look
babe,
normal.
we survived. I remember like my parents picking me up. I remember my dad, Lon Hariste, turning up in a full army gear on a random Wednesday, babe. Like full army gear. And I was like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But we survived. You know what I mean? Our kids are not going to die.
We
if we don't
survived.
look our best.
My عروتي أنا come on وقت يقول وجهه.
Yeah.
They'll be locked in their room and be like,
You embarrass me. I hate you.
yeah.
Yeah, but babe, I think it's okay. I think I go in a dira. I don't wear pajamas and a bonnet. I don't think I agree with all of that.
Some schools
But
don't
I
even allow
will wear
that.
it. But
Some
I will
schools
wear a
don't
dira.
allow.
I would. I'd wear my dira maybe with an open abaya. I'd do that.
Some schools don't allow that.
What, pajamas?
No, even the
Even
bati, yeah.
batis? Really?
They have, and I think I've never even tried.
They والله هذا they don't say things so هيغن حنين maybe September بيبدلي يعني لكن I go and
درع
drop them
bati.
off in
But if
درع.
it's summer.
fine. I go with my درع, but I
If
think,
it's summer.
yeah, I draw the line at pajamas, babe, because to some degree I don't think you're fully made up if you've come out. dharkad sariirtii think about it, dharkad sariirtii kaga soo baxday
Isku soo baxaysa.
ayaad ku baxday
No,
dilada.
but
Like,
that's not
that's
even
crazy,
right.
babe. You should
Your outside
definitely
clothes
change.
and your inside clothes
Has to be separate. Okay, even then when you wear your pajamas, you do the school drop off. Gaarigii baad gashay, your pajamas
some
are
people
carrying.
are.
You're gonna go back home and what? Sit on your bed.
So what if you are coming from this, straight from home to the car, and then you drop the kids off? They left.
Yeah, but the car's
And then
dirty.
gaarigaad ku soo noqotay.
But the car's still dirty though.
Why is the car dirty? Haddaan soo
Dabadu iska yaala ilan guriga ma jooga gaarigu
Yeah, but marka dirtiga iska gelgelaya.
my walaalo. Anigu, I feel like if you stepped out in anything, when you do you
Outside.
not have inside clothes and outside clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to get I don't know how to even get comfortable in outside clothes. Like, even after what I'm wearing now, like as soon as I get home, babe, the first thing I'm doing is changing into my comfortable house clothes.
Yeah, no, it
Moko
makes
fully
sense. It
sun
makes
so
sense.
so you have to. The car's
But
dirty,
my
babe.
bati that I'm inside the house with, sometimes I go to the shop with it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Guriga waan ku sii joogaa.
Yeah, but makad ku seexatay maaha.
May.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because we're
Because you're gonna-
fidelity. You've come out of bed, you've
yeah.
taken the one you've slept with, and you're wearing a new one, and then you're going to the shop. So it's like wearing a maxi dress. We should actually wear dirhas, babe. That's another thing that I've heard somewhere.
No.
Oh, no, wait.
Don't wear dirham at home.
You already know where I'm going. Listen,
Don't.
babe. I've heard that all other cultures wear their culture clothes. Somali girls, or Somali people, let's say, men and women, we're not our clothes. Like, men don't just wear their ma'awis. Maybe the odd one or two.
Macawisa.
Yeah.
So nin Islamic.
Ma'awis so inagu horta ma lihiin, ha, dhate.
No, they have it in Indonesia as well.
Okay, but it's a Somali thing, right? Not a lot of men just on
Yemen,
a normal
Yemen,
day,
they
on their
use it
days
as
off,
well.
ma'awis yar, khuri yar, you know?
Teeqwaa qabowhan odayaasha iyagu.
أحب أجلسها. No, but in summer, Taz, in summer.
I've seen some guy on TikTok that wears it like as a cultural, but you can't. Macawis is not something to wear outside.
I think ma'awis is pretty hot, babe. You don't think it's hot? Okay, I think it's hot. Like, I'm gonna stand by this one, guys. Can knock on my yo. You can do what you want with me, but like, I think ma'awis is pretty cute. Maybe not going outside potentially, right? Because you know that Adam people are gonna come for him and be like, her man's in a skirt, all right? But
But like in
at
Irish
home, I think it's pretty
Irish,
hot.
Irish,
Yeah,
Irish kaboilein the skirt,
the kilt.
the kilt.
So
what
but babe,
kilt
this
there?
is a long skirt though. There's a difference.
But at least the kilt has a different material, hard material. Kuno balak waaye. It's very, and then you can see everything.
Okay, swiftly moving on, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna stand by
Yeah,
that
it's
one.
not.
Ma'awis is
Don't
cute.
go outside with Macawis. Stay home.
Go outside with Ma'awis. And even Diras, sheed. A lot of girls are not comfortable to wear sheed outside, babe. I love a sheed.
Bati.
In this a bati sheed, I don't know. I think different people call it
Yeah,
different
it's
things.
the same.
I think going to the park, like if you invited me to the park with your kids and I went and I came with mine,
But if
babe,
it's
I'd
summer,
wear a cute little bati with a matching scarf.
no,
What
but
do you mean?
I would
think
wear
it's
it on
cute.
summer, especially summertime. But yeah,
Of course, not in the winter, babe.
I wouldn't. I
course
wouldn't
not
wear
in the winter.
winter car. Not even winter car. Like it depends the bati as well. They do, like if it's fitted, yes. I think it's
Fitted?
nice. Yeah, if it's fitted. Wax maanta dhan kaa dhacay because for me, I have a hard time even when I go to weddings and I'm wearing dirac. Ma diracii baan qabtaa, ma garbasaartii baan qabtaa. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but you're
I have a
talking
hard
about
time.
that Wayne.
But what I'm saying is, even dirac, you have to keep holding on to it. The bati, I mean, you have to. But as long as it's a short, something that's your size, and then if
You can
it's
get- yeah.
yeah, why not?
You can get away
It's
with it.
nice actually for summer.
Yeah, I think what I understood from that is they were almost pushing that Somali people are the only people that can call the kayara
Waa
fana.
been.
And I don't think we're
Because when
now.
come
We
up,
embrace all of
because
that, babe.
You know what contradicts you've seen beautiful girls.
Somali girls are stunning nowadays, babe. I don't know what we're doing, girls, but keep it up. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Babe, I see there on TikTok and I'm like,
Allahumma
guys
barik.
must be in the candy
Absolutely.
shop.
Ah.
These sisters, mashallah.
No more Halim Alol Kus.
Don't say that, Taz.
No, but
They will come for
Maya,
you.
that's what they said. That's
Yeah.
what they tease us with, innit?
Yeah.
All these men, they're like, Halim Alol Kus. And I'm like,
I
Somali women are
had
very
to
stunning.
ask someone what that meant, alal course. the actual term means not just alol weyn, but alol together. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what it means to be kusan? Like, it's alol weyn, but at the same time, melba is good to me. Like, that is so specific. You know what I mean?
It's brutal.
Not even just alol weyn. You could have left it there. We
Wallahi,
already
Allah
had.
mubarak.
Yeah.
Hablahan wa Allah mubarak, mashallah.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Ilahay no dayo. Ilahay din kana haydin dayo, you know? But Somali girls are giving what they need to be giving, babe.
Yeah.
For sure.
Halkee marayna? How do you think it
I'm
went?
super excited, babe.
Hadalkii waa naga
But
bad.
babe, I just feel
No,
like
listen,
we're at
I know-
home. Don't you
I
feel
know-
like we're in your house or mine?
Yeah, and that's
You
the
know,
whole
it's got
point.
normal.
Exactly.
This can't be
And
work.
adiguna waad hadal badan tahay, aniguna waan hadal badnahay. Waan hadal jecelnahay. Microphone baan nala soo agdhigay. Yeah, camera nala soo tigay. So we have a lot to say.
I have a lot to say, babe. I feel like I've got so much to say, babe. But we
Halkan
need
aan
to.
ku nafisaynaa.
Yeah, how can it if this is going to be our new place?
Ah.
So anything you want to
Think,
talk?
I,
Okay, wait.
I think one of the
And then you
episodes
should
we
tag
should get those karbasars and shah and just go, hey.
Absolutely. How about this, babe? During the week, don't talk to me. Anything that you see during the week, right? Don't call me. Hey, let's huddling. Tell me here. I want to see first reaction. Save everything for me here. How can I know Sanana? We'll bring you guys along with us. And this will be our new place, babe.
idinkuna na soo raaca.
idinkuna na soo raaca.
Hadda hadal jeceshiin, because labadeedu waa hadal jecelnahay. Wixii hadal jecel na soo raaca.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wallahi, I think that's probably like close. We're coming to the end of our first episode, Taz. Damn.
Hadal badan.
Time flies when you're having fun,
Hadal
babe.
badani haan ma buuxsho.
Absolutely. Meesha laguma raago, lagama raago.
Ay,
Don't you know?
yeah.
There we go. Mamada wala dhameeyey. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to The Bridge to Eedo.
And you're going to see us, inshallah, more of us.
Assalamu alaikum. Bye.
يا بينا تركو